And this would be why none of these freaks are in the next timeline. They get time looped as the animals and people that they negatively affected. And then they get spiritually executed to never get born, so that when the next timeline gets started at the restore point of this timeline, after it gets taken back and everything they ever did gets undone, they don't get born. They're infected contaminants. You don't put infected files back into a computer when you take it to the restore point. And that's what's happening here. These infected files are exposing themselves. Yes, much like anybody who would molest a retarded woman that they don't intend to marry or take care of or make their wife. Yeah, it's the same thing. Those welfare phantoms are little welfare phantoms, but these are the bigger ones. These are the bigger bugs that we're here squashing right now. We came back from future timelines, especially for these bugs right here. Not only is he going to get time looped as these dogs, but everybody who owns stock in him and everybody who's behind him is going to get time looped as these dogs too, and all their other animal experiments. And then they're all going to get time looped to repay any money that they thought to make from these experiments. The standard rate for that is still $900,000 per penny that they got to pay back being time looped as slaves after they're done being time looped as their victims. These dogs are just a few of their victims. There's humans that suffered too. And there's other animals that suffered due to this hoax that they perpetuated. See, this guy should have been worried about graduating to the next timeline, but those who are in power and those who are famous and those who have money are, they're retarded, okay? They're just full-blown toddler escaped the crib retarded, all right? Fucking goddamn, they eat feces and they fucking goddamn torture shit, and they end up fucking becoming welfare phantoms who accrue to death to this mechanism. 3:47 by a clock that's 7 minutes fast a.m. Eastern Standard Time. August 11th, 2021. Wednesday morning or late Tuesday night, depending on your perspective. What we got going on down here is there must have been an accident all the way across the divided road down there, the divided highway business loop. Yeah, we've already missed a couple of the tow trucks. We had to wait till late to come out because the fucking rainstorm just wouldn't blow through. And even though it had stopped raining, it started raining again while we were on our way down here. Yeah, so looks like there's a few ambulances down there. Maybe a fire truck. They did have a tow truck or two down there, but we missed them. We didn't even get to see what they had on them. Yeah, we laid down and took a nap for a little while. Got up a little while ago. Down here. Windy and it's blowing a lot of water around. .354, so it's 3:47 a.m. Did you eat that bone, buddy? Looks like there's a few tow trucks down there or something. I don't know. The only thing I can figure is there's either an accident that covered both sides of the road, or maybe a jackknife semi that scattered across the road. Who knows? Either that or it's all on one side, which will be this side, and they just had them over in the middle, the median, the rescue vehicles or something. I don't know. It looked like to me the flatbed that came up the street had something on it that turned east on East 72 here. 3:56, so it's 3:49 a.m. And it's time for a scary astroscape story. Y'all know know that I came from the future timeline. I did that when I crossed the astroscape, and Vinny, pre-Vinny from this pre-existence timeline, he crossed over and went into my body, and I came here and came into his. First time that happened was like 20 years ago. 22 years ago now, and he died on an operating table after a freak accident. And that was like the first, when it first started happening, the astroscape shit. But me, when I go into the astroscape, I try not to. Like if I'm going to jump into somebody's body in an experience here in the world, I tend to either go backwards in time or forwards in time. I don't like to real time inhabit anybody's body, like, you know, like real time, like while I'm asleep, whatever they're doing, you see. So I always either go forwards or backwards in time a little bit, at least a little bit. And because Vinny has the spirit of a woman, and I guess while I'm here as him, my spirit qualifies as the woman of a spirit too, or a spirit of a woman too. So, just like Vinny, I'm prone to be able to jump into female entities to experience what they're experiencing. And one time, I jumped into a woman who was strategically placed in a morgue situation where she was dealing with dead bodies. And she had been waiting for one of them to come through that had a heart on, like maybe they died during intercourse or something, so that she could perform a ritual with necromancy, you know, necrophilia. And I don't know, a couple years went by, and finally one came through. A dude in his early 30s. A dude in his early 30s who had died during intercourse while taking Viagra. I guess he had a heart attack, and so when he died, his dick was still hard, and it stayed that way. Well, at least that's what I think happened, you know, for her to be able to pull this off. Anyway, hey little kitty, I put you some food out there, buddy. There's a little kitty. He got all scared when I said hi to him. But anyway, she had the room set up with candles and stuff, and you know, various things that people do when they're engaged in rituals, you know, ritualistic shit. I'll continue this when the noise is gone. It's not a tow truck.
I thought it was at first.
The nosy motherfucker won't get on with his shit. Take your shit on, man. Get on.
Exactly.
Ain't nothing happening over here you need to worry about. Take your white ass on. Well, anyway, she had the room set up. This woman who was a witch or something, still is probably. She's still alive, I'm sure. Because it wasn't that far back in time that I went. But anyway, she had this corpse with a heart on, and she dressed him in a black robe and set him like in a chair that was to be like a throne, I guess, right? And then she sat on his dick. I mean, took it up her ass and was riding his dick. Well, I jumped into her body while this was happening. So it's like the dead man's dick was in my ass. I could feel it as if I was her. Looks like that flatbed's going down there to do something. He's pulling over or some shit. Well, anyway, Her ritual must have been working because the corpse of this dead dude. The corpse of the dead dude. All these audio bombers and shit. It's like, where you got to go at 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning? Why are you sitting there? Go.
Exactly.
So yeah, her ritual must have been working. She's riding this dead man's dick. And I'm in her body like for the ride so I can experience the sensations of it, how it feels, how our mind's working while it's happening. Anyway, I felt this dead dude's dead hands reach up and grab her waist on either side to participate in fucking her, even though she was dead, or he was dead. And that creeped me out so bad that I jumped out of her body and, you know, like hightailed it across the astroscape to get back to my body. But yeah, that was a scary astroscape experience. One of many, because a lot of them do turn out to be scary. You go out there playing around on the astroscape. I think maybe that flatbed was going down there to get something put on it, or he's just driving through and it's taking him a while to get through. Who
He
knows?
stopped on there.
He did, but now it looks like he went on. Like he went and got on the freeway.
No, it looked like he turned his vehicle out.
Yeah. Some with a long lit up trailer like that just turned around down there and came back this way. I don't know if it's a truck or if it's that truck. Maybe he went down there to help with that thing and realized, well, they can't get nothing up onto it without a winch or something. I don't know. And then this vehicle just went down there. It's one of them creepy little towns where people, word about shit spreads fast and people are nosy, so they want to go see themselves what the fuck happened. Well, by now, fucking any real evidence of what happened is gone. I don't see any police lights, just tow truck lights. So it's 4:05. Stopping for the flashing yellow. Yeah, almost. The other car didn't stop for it. You have some prying eyes in this town that want to fucking call themselves. They gonna stop and look hard at us and shit. Really, what you looking at? You never seen no gods among men before? I know you haven't if all you seen is grayling dudes. Yeah. You'd have to put like fucking 50 of these little fucking child molesting fucking retard raping motherfuckers together in one body, and you still ain't got one of me, yo. Because, well, you don't got the character. Hey, I would take that toddler home. Oh, did you escape your crib? What the fuck you doing out wandering around out here in the dark? No wedding ring on and shit. Get your ass back home. I'm gonna go tell your husband you're out wandering around in the dark. See, a real man, that's how a real man handles shit. You come across a fucking retarded woman wandering around all dick hungry and shit. I mean, if you got sexual prowess and you want a fucking conquest anyway, you know, you want something that's intelligent that you actually have to conquer her to get her. You don't want something that's easy. She's running around just looking for some dick. She was too stupid to roll over and fuck her husband or a box full of dildos she had in her bedroom. She got to fulfill that prophecy, the whore whose feet abide not in her own household, stenching God's nose and shit. Those bitches are welfare phantoms waiting to get fucking time looped. Spiritually executed to never get born, to come here to fucking be creepy little bitches. To reward all the wrong dudes. All the bad dogs for bad behavior. As well, if you fuck another dude's wife, you're pretty nasty as it is. If she's retarded, well, you're far gone beyond nasty. You'd lick fucking turds out of a baby's diaper, yo, for a sexual thrill. You just have no sexual prowess, and you're nasty. For real. You would fuck a retarded woman and you don't intend to take care of her, fucking goddamn house her, fucking be a husband to her and shit, be there with her and be down with her and fucking be faithful to her, then you're pretty fucking nasty. You're the equivalent of a child molester. You would molest a fucking toddler. Don't fucking lie to yourself. Pretty little 9-year-old girl, you'll be all over that shit. It's just a fact about you, man. You may not know it yourself. I do, because I'm older than you and I know what I'm looking at. Your behavior describes everything about you. You see? Mm-hmm. 4:37, so it's 4:30 a.m. Comes a couple of buses.
Damn. Three. How to school now? It's 5.
Blue Lakes, 3 of them. Then the third one's not a Blue Lakes.
What's that bus?
I couldn't tell. Looks like a team bus of some kind. Hey, Saginaw, Spirit, hockey.
5.
You know, was there a hockey game or something?
I don't know. It's only going slow.
They had to stop for the tracks.
Oh yeah, they're my third bus.
It's the law, and it's the law you don't want to break because, well, they made the law for a reason, because it's really easy to miss a train. Mm-hmm. It's really easy for, you know, get hit by a train in a situation where there's a whole bunch of people. Mm-hmm. For some reason, there's like the angel of death has a whole bunch of hits he can get at once with a little mistake. You see?
Mm-hmm. You can die and not like get hit and with a train.
In Detroit, where it's dangerous to have long trains like that because, well, a lot of stuff can happen to people while they're waiting for a train. You'd be surprised, okay, in a city. Thugs and shit, you know. And a lot of people are sitting ducks waiting at the train.
Damn.
Yeah.
Go fighting.
So, One time we're sitting at a train, and that train stopped, and it's just sitting there and sitting there and sitting there. It just sat there, fucking goddamn, like 10 minutes, man. My dad was blocked in, so we couldn't get out and, you know, just turn around and go the other way. Which was weird for my dad, because he always made sure that, like, we had an outside lane so we could turn around and go back, you see? Well, this time he didn't, and we were stuck sitting there. And fucking, we're all complaining about the train, and Jonah just goes, well, maybe it's got a flat.
No, Jesus.
Oh, we all busted out laughing. There's out of the train having a flat. Town seems to be waking up. Oh, there you go. Something's coming this way. It's nothing to do with them guys, though. It's just the truck that was up in there. The rider. .54, so it's 4:47. This little town's starting to wake up. Pardon me. Trying to get a lot of traffic. Those look like they may be fire trucks. Maybe they're washing something off the road.
Oh, shit.
Well, one of them looks like it could be a fire truck.
Yeah, they're moving now.
Yeah.
Must be a bad accident.
Yeah, so they're cleaning the road off or some shit. And if that's what they're doing, there actually should have been a cop on both sides, slowing traffic down, coming toward them.
Exactly.
5:01, so it's 4:54 a.m. A lot of cars coming out the freeway, northbound. Town waking up, I guess. What we saw not too long ago. Not too long ago, we saw a hearse go by. We don't know if this time has a corner vehicle or if they have to just call the local funeral home for a dead body. But it occurred to me that maybe it was a dead body and that's why they're down there cleaning the street. And maybe they had to wait for the dude with the hearse to get all the pieces of the body cleaned up. Like maybe it was a motorcycle accident or something. Sure, if it was, it'll be on the news. gonna jet back so I can get some stuff done, get on the bus, go get a few things at the store, and then get back and wait for Amber's meds to get delivered as well. Her meds didn't get delivered. They were supposed to come last week. This town's all up and awake now. There's people in every direction. And these guys are down there cleaning the street. All right, yo. 7:10 a.m. So it's 7:03. And they've got it all cleared up now. Fire trucks are gone, but you can see there's like a spot on the road, up the road, just a little ways past Family Fair here. When we were coming up the street on the bus, I could see it. That there was like, I don't know, a burn spot on the road or something. A spot where they were cleaning it, some shit. Couldn't really tell because it's still a little ways up. Might be able to tell something about it when we get picked up and do the turnaround over there. He's being a good puppy.